For the love of God, Montresor. Yes, I said. For the love of God.
Kid, if you've never been to fucking Sully's, you're not from Boston. If you've never been to the combat zone with Mark Wahlberg and his friends, knocking out fucking hookers, you're not from Boston.
Oh, my fucking brother Eric did that.
Yeah, right?
Eric, he's a good kid. He's a good fucking...
Union number 127 represent!
That's Jimmy Hoffa. That's Jimmy fucking Hoffa. You know Jimmy?
I'm a Jimmy Hoffa.
My father knows Jimmy. He's a good kid.
I'm about to get Jimmy Hoffa.
All right, so Edgar Allan Poe wrote this story in, I don't know when it was published, like 18 or something, called The Cask of Amontillado. Wait, what is it called? Yeah, The Cask of Amontillado. It details this dude getting really pissed off at this other guy, getting him like really, really drunk at a party, and then tricking him into being locked in a chamber, and then walling that chamber off in the catacombs for the man to have never been seen or heard from again. The last they hear is the jingling, the rattling. That is the chain that he's stuck to. This story is supposed to have happened right near my house. It's pretty good soup. It's pretty good. When I was a little kid, that is where my uncle said that the person was walled off. This is categorically false. Okay, so Poe's story is allegedly based off of a story he heard while he was stationed at Fort Independence, and the story goes like this. A Lieutenant Massey got in an argument with a Lieutenant Drain, and they ended up having a duel on Christmas Day, 1817. This is how I imagine that went down. Oh.
Gun violence is bad.
Yeah. It's really bad. Mm-hmm. All right, so Lieutenant Massey was actually killed in the duel, and he was really well liked by the troops. So allegedly, Lieutenant Drain was then led off into a secret chamber and walled off alive, never to be seen again. And what a fantastic story that is, but it's not true. Lieutenant Drain became a captain and died in 1846, so he lived much past 1817. And Lieutenant Massey was buried on Fort Independence, and then after World War II, his remains were moved to Fort Devon Cemetery in Ayer, Massachusetts, which is kind of the middle of nowhere. I have never been there, but I'm sure it's lovely. But here's where things get crazy. In 1905, a group of construction workers were working on Fort Independence. I don't know what they were doing, but they were working there. And they came across a chamber that had never been detailed in any map before. The chamber was walled off, but they knew something was behind it. So while they took the bricks down, they found someone chained up behind the wall, wearing a military uniform. So maybe the story is somewhat true after all. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it is. Now at Castle Island, you can go to Sullivan's and get a burger or a hot dog or chicken fingers or a lobster roll that's $20 or clam bellies or onion rings or french fries or a chicken sandwich. And the chicken sandwich is pretty good. And the onion rings, kind of smack. French fries, kind of fire. So I would recommend going. It's a beautiful place with a beautiful view. And it is so cool that it has such a wonderful history for the city of Boston and even the city of Ayer, Massachusetts. And that's really what's important. And I would like to say that there has been a horrible development on Newbury Street. Central Perk's first ever full-time non-pop-up location just came up. I guess that's the cafe that the people go to in Friends, which is so cool. So if you're interested in things that are kind of bad and not in a fun way, but in a boring way, head on down to Central Perk. And if I see you in line, I will make fun of you. Bye. This one's for you. I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. I know that you are something special. To you, I'd be always faithful. I want to be what you always needed. Then I hope you'll see the heart in me. I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul. You're the one I want to chase. You're the one I want to hold. I won't let another minute go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul.